Hey, how's it going, man? I am Joe D, your host. Whoops. And this is what happens when you don't hit the mute button, right? When you don't when you don't pause the other one, that's what happens. So that you make sure if you get in there, sometimes you'll hear yourself or stuff like that. That's what happens here when you don't pause it. But anyway, I'm Joe D, your host. This is Share a Beer Show 460. Not quite. It's definitely not an F number. Doesn't start with an F, so it doesn't have that nice ring for me. You know what I'm saying?
440, 450. Yeah, now we got 460.
But there's some people that have a hard time saying the S numbers because they have that every time they say an S. You know what I'm saying? So it gives like that whistle or something. You've heard those people, right?
Or 60.
Yeah, like they. So this whole series of numbers would screw them up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are back and better than ever because we were gone last week. There was no show last Saturday. I apologize. Had some plans. Those plans fell through, but I'm kind of glad. I was wore out last week anyway. So, yeah, it made some. Anyway, so how you been, Mark? What's been happening in the last 2 weeks?
I don't know. Life's just been zipping by. It's been good. Busy. Spring has finally sprung here. We got nice warm weather here in Atlanta. We got a few weeks of warm weather and dry weather, and then the humidity hits, and we'll be full bore into hot and humid hot Atlanta. So,
yeah, hot Atlanta.
I was in the beer store today, and all the summer beers are already out, and they're starting to come out with summer beers already.
Oh yeah. No, they're hot and heavy. Boom.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. So, pretty soon there's going to be. I want to know when Pumpkin's coming out. That's what I'm.
Okay, we're going to
over under. We need to do a share beer over under on when Pumpkin hits.
I say we see pumpkin beers in July.
Yeah, the first pumpkin beers, I bet you do right after the 4th of July.
Yeah, pumpkin beers are July. It's like the longest seasonal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that is. I think is pumpkin its own season. It's got to be its own season. Like pumpkin for everything, pumpkin everything. Whether it be pumpkin creamer for your coffee or pumpkin whatever, but pumpkin is its own season now, right?
I think it is. And it pretty much you could call that the real season would probably be like fall. Basically like Labor Day through Christmas. It's pretty much, or Thanksgiving at least, is pumpkin season. But yeah, we're gonna have pumpkin beers out July 5th. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, there more than likely will be something out there. We've got a pretty interesting chat room going right now. We got Bobo, Uncle Joe in there. Nick, how you doing, brother? And we got Mom in there. Hi, Mom. And
hey, Mom.
Let's see. Yeah, and so far that is. Oh, we got Craig in there too, man. How you doing, Craig?
How you doing?
So, did I hear somebody?
No, that was I opened up YouTube real quick. Yeah.
But so what are you starting out the beers with, man?
My pre-show beer, which is pretty much gone now, is Sweetwater 420.
Oh, the 420.
I got this last week in honor of 420, which was last Friday.
Right.
And still got one left, so it's a nice, easy drinking pale ale. Really, good flavor, light enough. It's got a little bit of hops to it.
We should be celebrating 420 as well. I mean, it's as much our holiday as well, right? I mean, we don't. Basically, it's the edible cousin because it's drinkable. It's the drinkable cousin. The smokable.
The drinkable of the smokable.
The drinkable of the smokable. Exactly.
Well, now the smokable is drinkable too.
Yeah.
They put it in drinks and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Well, because it was getting jealous of the momentum that its cousin had. So, it's that's how that goes. You have cousins you try to keep up with and whatever.
Family rivalry going.
Family rivalry. See, that's all that is. you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
so the beer mate is going to get me. Oh, wait a minute. My loving wife is going to get me another beer.
Yeah, you got to add a couple of snaps into there too, Mark. You know, when you say beer mate,
like,
you know,
yo,
yeah,
yo,
or the bell is better. Ding, 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 ding. You know, the bell is even better than that. You know,
the alt beer, the one you have. Yeah. So the beer mate is going to get me, and then she's going to kick my ass.
Look back and go, yo, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just switch it to babe at the last second, you know, like yo, babe.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Hey, we got Ruben in the chat, man. How you doing, Ruben?
There we go. Yeah, Ruben is hadn't been on the show in a while. I know he's gone through a move-in and new job and all that stuff. So
yeah,
cool. He's doing well. But yeah, I'm gonna drink the real beer. I got another one at Trader Joe's.
Oh,
Alternate Dimension. It's their alt beer by Trader Joe's.
I have to sign in here. My Untapped log me out.
And
these darn apps.
I gotta go log this in. You know, and a typical Trader Joe's style is $6.99 for a 6-pack. So can't argue with that. And it's actually, I think it's a pretty tasty beer.
Ultimate Dimension, you called it?
Alternate Dimension, yeah. Trader Joe's. Yeah. And it looks like Trader Joe Joseph Brow. Yeah, it just has the generic icon. 5.6%.
Okay. Yeah.
28 IBUs.
I got it here. Oh, yeah, you'll be the first friend to have it.
Yeah. And I haven't seen this one. I don't know if this is a new one for him or not. I mean, for a while I was really, really big on any beer that Trader Joe's had, and I kind of got away from it a little bit. And but they do a good job. I mean, beers are drinkable, affordable, and it's like basically it's got a nice brown ale color to it.
Yeah.
It's got some spice and a little bit of malt. I'll take a picture of this. But yeah, that's a tasty beer.
Oh yeah,
$6.99.
Make sure to get the picture. We don't want any of that.
Yeah, we can't have any. There we go. Alternate Dimension. There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty tasty beer. I'm happy with it. It's got a lot of spice, and it's almost like what is that spice?
Well,
like almost like coriander. It's not like a fall spice, but it's got something to it there. A little without being sweet.
Here, I'll share the screen here real quick. We've got 1,578 total ratings on here. 260 in the last 30 days. It was added just December 29th of 2017, so it's pretty new on Untapped. 5.6 ABV, 28 IBUs, a 328. So a little bit below average there. Session.
I'm giving it a 3.5. I mean, it's got not a lot to it, but it's got some good stuff, and it's
Alternate Dimension is a dark, light-bodied, top fermented beer that is complexly brewed yet easy to drink.
Yeah, it's got a lot of flavor, but it is very very easy drinking. And 5.6. I mean, that's pretty much an all-day beer. I mean, you can just sip on that beer all day long and be good with it. So that's a good one. And the price is right. Like I said, it seems like anything anymore, man. If you can find anything under $10 a 6-pack, you're doing good. If you find something under $7,
The price of everything is just shooting up.
Are selling for $7 a six pack.
Yeah.
I mean, like Bud, you buy a six pack of Bud, it's $7 a six pack anymore.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Crazy.
I don't know if I had it on the last show or not, but I'm having a Pabst APA. That's the American Pale Ale. These are the pounders, the big pound cans there. Yeah, nice labeling actually. I like the can. The can looks nice.
Yeah, it's a nice, nice artwork on the can. And so it's a little darker than Pabst.
Yeah, it's a little darker than regular Pabst. It definitely has more flavor. But in some ways, I think it was actually, now the more I think about it, it wasn't as such a bad deal as I thought it was. I think it was close to $9, something like that, $8-9 for the 6-pack of the 12-ounce can, 16-ounce cans.
Okay, yeah, that's I saw it in the we did a tower or total wine today, and I saw it there, and I think it was $8.99. Yeah, I saw it for $8.99 for a 6-pack of 16-ounce. So.
Yeah. it's okay.
Would you drink it or regular Pabst?
I was just about to say, yeah. I think it's actually. I think I would rather just have regular Pabst. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm drinking this the whole time, thinking about the only Pabst I've ever known. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is a little. Like hard, I don't know. It's not quite as pleasing as regular Pabst to me. It's nice. It's decent. It's just I just keep thinking about regular Pabst the whole time I'm drinking it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, regular Pabst is.
You think of regular Pabst, so it could be like Pabst Russian Imperial Stout, and you'd be like, I wish I was drinking a regular Pabst.
Yeah. Well, when it's when you're drinking a Pabst, it's going to be clean, not a whole lot of tons of flavor, but it's clean and refreshing, and it's just a good lawnmower beer. This is as well. It's got a little bit more of a hoppiness to it, a little bit more roastiness to it, because it's a little darker. But I don't know. I think I would rather just have had regular Pabst, but I needed to give it a try for sure.
Yeah. Next time we go, though, see if they have a single can of it. Because our Total Wine, I mean, I'm sure most Total Wines are, but now they've just got a really good expanded singles section.
No, Total Wine definitely is awesome.
Probably be like $2 a can or something.
Right. I might buy 2 cans. Just because sometimes that first one to me, I like to have 2 cans of some beers, like certain beers. This might be one I want 2 cans of. I don't know that I would necessarily buy it again, but watch me end up buying it again because it has a decent price or something. It's not offensive to me. My personal problem, and this is a personal thing, it's just that there's only been one Pabst that I've known, and so I'm now drinking another Pabst, and I expect it to be like the other one, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little screwed up over it, and it's not something so completely different. It's not like a Pabst Stout, like Guinness when they came out with their American lager, right? Is it called Guinness American Lager?
I think it is.
But it's got such a different name and a different label and everything that you're like, okay, I can deal with that. But in any case, we got 4,300 ratings on here, 1,500 in the last 30 days, one by me here. 5%, 30 IBUs, and a 3.22 beer, 3.22 beer out of 5 bottle caps. So I mean,
is that higher or lower than regular Pabst?
I think we looked at it, and I think it was lower than regular Pabst. Let's see here.
Okay.
Oh, whoops! That's pulling up yours. Let me pull up Pabst here. Let's see what regular Pabst gets.
Yeah.
A 2. So okay, so it's higher.
Okay, so the Pabst
It's
American
higher.
gets a little higher than regular Pabst. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but
It
it's what
definitely
4.8% is. I can't read. Is regular Pabst 4.8%? Yeah.
4.6.
Okay, so yeah, American Pabst APA is a little higher, right at 5%. Hey,
Hey,
there's Ruben.
we got our good friend Ruben in here, man. Good to see you in here, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Excellent.
Yeah, real good, man.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Ruben, I know that you've more than likely had both Paps. What are your opinions on?
I think it's loading here on me. Let me try on my phone. 1 second.
Okay, no problem. Wow, we've got quite the chat going. We got Dirk in here now.
Just clicked on it and saw.
Dirk says he's doing his Guinness as usual. We got Tommy Hill. Last week I walked in on my brother and his girlfriend.
Whoa!
Let me tell you, man, the chat room is like the back of the class, so you never really know what's going to be.
Now, what I want to know is when he walked in, they're like, "Hey, Three's Company, yeah."
Yeah. Was 3 a crowd or 3 company?
It's all in the family, as they say, right?
Yeah, and that's you know, and that's your brother and everything too. So but hey, I went to a Firkenfest.
Ooh,
This is
okay.
Travis. So
Right.
earlier this afternoon, even it was pretty fun with all the old school cask beers. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think that the Firkenfest were there was a lot of them happening this past week or so, wasn't there?
Yeah. Those are always. I've never been to a Firkenfest, but cask beers are tasty. They definitely have a unique kind of a unique flavor to them. They're served more at almost room temperature and naturally carbonated. They're not putting any CO2 on the line or anything like that. So,
hey, we got 21090 brewing in here. We attempted to brew 3 batches of beer and do a live feed last night. Epic fail, he said. It shouldn't have been too hard. Hey, if we can do it, I mean, it's got to be idiot proof, man. If we can get it done, I mean, it's got to be, So, but Zach says he might jump in a few.
Okay, cool.
The plan is to just have an hour recorded show, and then this is the plan. But plans you have to have a plan in order to break something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the plan is to have an hour show, and then do a non-recorded beer discussion, if you will, because I've got some topics that are hard hitting too. So that way people can express opinions and so forth without worrying about it being on the internet forever, in case you want to get drafted in the NFL and then your tweets come back on you or something. You know what I'm saying?
I am thinking about 2020 as a draft. I mean, I'm starting to train. I'm lifting a little bit,
A little bit is right. Yeah, that's my theory.
Yeah. 6'1", 182, I should be fine.
I'm starting my workout now. Curling, dude, curling.
Yeah.
I'm curling with both hands.
Yeah.
Curling. 1 pound, every pound counts, right? I mean,
right, what do you think? You think a 55-year-old white guy that runs a 5.4 40 could make it to the combine?
You know what? I say we all just declare. I say we just declare ourselves for the draft. That's it. I'm declaring right now for the 2019 draft. That's it. Boom.
Okay.
Draft me. Hey, I'll take a 1-day check. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, why not?
Some of their 1-day checks, man, are enough for me to retire.
Yeah, you know. One day checks are still got a few zeros after them, you know. So
I mean, they've got zeros on there, right?
Yeah. I got lots of zeros now, though. That's true. I mean, you've been increasing my pay by a zero like every year. I'm up to like 8 or 9 zeros.
Boom. Anything I can do, you know what I'm saying? You let me know. We'll even have to. We'll have to have another committee meeting and possibly give you another zero.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Thanks for nothing, Joe.
Yeah, you know, whatever, anything we could do, man. You know, you let us know. So, and there's more and more delivery services popping up. As we know, there's delivery for everything nowadays popping up. You pretty much almost don't have to leave your house for anything. And now Papa John's seems to want to join Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut delivers beer now, and Papa John's is wanting to get into the beer delivery market here. They're starting in Indiana, I think. Let me see. Here we go. Papa John's testing beer delivery.
That makes sense.
The America's third largest pizza chain, Papa John's, announced today that the company would be testing beer delivery on an extremely limited basis, exclusively in Jeffersonville, Indiana. And I guess apparently the Midwestern city was apparently selected because it was the home of the very first Papa John's location, which launched back in 1984. And fittingly, back then, they used to offer beer delivery as well. So makes sense. But they're only going to deliver, just like everybody else. That there's a pizza chain here in Phoenix that has delivered beer. And they don't offer nothing crazy, but they said they're going to offer, Papa John's says they're going to offer Miller Lite, Coors Banquet, Dos Equis, and Yingling. Now, if they could offer Yingling here, I'm all about it because I can't get Yingling. If Papa's gonna send me some Yingling here with a pie, I'm all about it. I mean, it would probably take that in order for me to get Papa John's because I literally never order Papa John's.
Yeah.
Now
I gotta. It's just going to depend on the the state or the county or the municipality that would allow restaurants to deliver beer, because I'm sure it's not available in every state.
Bum, how you doing, my friend?
What's up, guys? Hey, Ruben.
How's it going?
I had a feeling you'd be here tonight.
You inspired me.
Robbie says hi.
Good. I saw there was a woman in the picture that worked at Four Seasons, but you only had from the neck down. So, although I looked,
neck down.
I did not know who it was.
Neck down will inspire me to look through Bums Untapped here.
Yeah.
Ruben? Did you recognize her from the neck down? Because
is her name Chelsea?
Whoa, there you go.
I didn't ask for her name. She was so nice.
Was she a tall brunette?
Yes.
That's Chelsea.
I actually felt guilty asking her to participate in the photo. My friend coerced her into.
Yeah, you felt guilty.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember what was it? Was it the Newlywed Game where they would post pictures of their spouse's butt, and then you had to pick the butt? Do you remember that?
Wasn't the Newlywed Game?
What show was it though? It was a show, and they would do something like that. Like you had to pick. Could you pick your spouse's butt or something like that? Or
I don't know. Definitely not the Newlywed Game.
Yeah.
Worst thing the Newlywed Game would do would be, what's your spouse's favorite position to make whoopee? That was their big phrase.
Yeah. Whoopee. Yeah. Whoopi was the big. Hey, Bobo wants us to look at his video. I don't think we're gonna look at Bobo's video, man. I'm sorry, man. But, Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, Bobo, but we're not gonna quite get that done. So, Bum, you jumped in just in time to tell us what beer you're having, and then give us what Billy D's been up to.
Just in time for the malt liquor report.
Oh, okay. I'm all prepared. I didn't want to hijack anything you guys are talking about. But
yeah, this is a hard hitting show, you know. We make room. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, what I'm drinking is something that Mark is familiar with, and Mark drank one of these at Duke's a month ago. And I can't believe that I have not had this on the show yet. This is from Golden Road Brewing in LA. This is their mango cart.
Yep.
Mark and Paul
favorite beer.
Several of these, yeah. Mango wheat ale.
Now, Golden Road Brewing, who are they? Is that one of those?
They're an indie whose distribution is controlled by Anheuser-Busch.
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah. Bubba was like, really, Bum? You're gonna have another mango cart?
I love this stuff, and I still love it.
It's a tasty beer. It is a tasty beer.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Their brown ale, I think, is fantastic.
It's not overly sweet. It's just kind of there. It's a perfect. I mean, that would be a perfect summer beer. I mean, you could just sit on a patio and drink that stuff all day long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I think I've seen it, and that's why I was asking too, because it sounds like and looks like one of those macro craft beers.
Which it is, but it's so good. Who cares?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going for the sweet then? Is it a sweet beer?
Yeah, extremely sweet, extremely mango, extremely fruity. A lot of people I've given it to, they've been turned off by all of those characteristics.
Right.
But it's not. I mean, I guess I like mango, but it's there, but it's not. I don't think it's over the top. I mean, it's not like artificial sweet. You know, it tastes like a natural, good flavored mango. So yeah. I mean, like mango, that's a good one. Yeah.
I might give it a shot then myself. Yeah, because I know I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah, you probably have it there.
But we've got 19,000 ratings on it. 1,700 in the last 30 days. 4%, very drinkable beer. 10 IBUs, so there's like next to no bitterness in this bad boy at all. And a 3.71. So a lot of other people like it too.
Yeah. 4%. I mean, that's an all-day beer.
That's an all-day beer. Yeah.
Definitely every day, but yeah.
And it looks like they've got Palisades pineapple.
Huh.
Another treat from Golden Road Brewing.
Now their brown ale that you mentioned, Ruben, that's get up off that brown, right?
Boy, you had to ask me. If you wouldn't ask me, I could have told you.
I believe that's what it is.
I think that might be what it is. I've had it in an airport. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's Atlanta's airport, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had 4 things from them now, and every one of them has been excellent.
Get up off of that.
Get up off of that brown.
Yeah, Joe, that'd be a good one for you to look up since you like brown ales. That's a really solid one.
Yeah, get up off of that brown. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to give all those. You know, the problem now, is you see so many of these undercover craft beers, I guess, or what would you call them? Like
pseudo craft beers.
Pseudo craft beers.
Yeah.
There's so many of them now, and when you see something, you're trying to sort through the stuff. And I'm like, well, let me get a real craft beer first.
Right. But this is real craft beer that AB and Bev just happened to have gotten their claws into.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Shock Top or Blue Moon.
Yeah, I don't think AB InBev owns them.
No, but they handle their distribution, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So
They're
certainly one
not
step.
own the whole brewery, but they have some interest in the brewery, but they're not like.
Now Zach says, "Bum man, come on, Golden Road. Why the InBev route, man? You know? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zach.
Yeah, Zach says, not craft. It's not real craft anymore, man.
Actually, I'm surprised Zach is being that polite.
Yeah.
Well, because he's in the chat and he has to type. That's why.
Sorry,
So
Zach.
What's the latest from the malt liquor report, my friend?
Oh, okay. Well, for anybody who was following me on Untapped for the last couple hours, Billy D and me just came back from Four Seasons Brewing, where Ruben, aka Evan, used to work, as he was known to his coworkers. I found out. And I told you, Robbie says hi.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you finally got to check it out. I was excited to see your last picture of Dark Side of the Pint, where there was some barrel aged stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? When I went, there was a guy there, and I forget his name. He had a Billy Gibbons beard. He looked like he had been working there for a while.
Drew.
Yeah, that was it. I asked him if I could take a picture of Billy D on top of those barrels, and immediately he was like, no. That's like $70,000 worth of equipment back there. You can't touch those barrels. And
I'm in his wedding in 3 months.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But I was totally understanding, and I told him, I said, yeah, that's why I asked. And he was like, thank you. Most people wouldn't ask.
Yeah.
But Billy D has an extra little grin in this picture. You notice that?
Works every time.
I can tell.
Works. It's working every time right now is what's happening.
Every time.
Yeah.
And what did you say her name was again, Ruben?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember that real easy.
Yeah, anytime we can combine beer and hotties, man, we're all about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So there's my picture. You have to click on that picture, Joe, to expand that to see the girl. There we go.
Oh yeah. See, yeah.
And that's not the best picture of her, but
you very well done, my friend. Yeah.
I did the best I could without, getting thrown in jail.
Yeah,
that's right.
Very well done. Yes.
Yeah.
Bravo.
So.
That looks like a fun place. Was the food good? Good food?
I don't know. I got Arby's on the way there.
Exactly. Oh, there's food.
Arby's.
I wasn't quite sure what the food situation was going to be, so I stopped at Arby's on the way.
He barely realized there was beer. No doubt, man.
They had some bratwurst and some weenies there and some pretzels that you could.
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa.
You figured you'd just stop by for some meat craft on your way into the craft beer club.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Sausage and meatballs.
Yeah, their limited food selection seemed to be pretty good, what they had there.
Okay.
So, ready for Billy D?
Yeah, absolutely.
An update.
Ruben, it's been a long time. Billy D and me are still around with the Malt Liquor Report.
I love it.
Okay. Things have only gotten better in the MLDC.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, Joe. I'm going to count on you. Need you to back me up here to be ready looking up the videos.
Yeah.
First of all, the chairman of the MLDC, Steel Worldwide, this past week on April 24th, celebrated 9 years on YouTube.
Cool.
Wow.
He had his big anniversary video this week where he broke out one of his vintage Big Bear malt liquors, which was like 5 years expired, and he drank it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Big Bear is the holy grail of malt liquor in 40 ounces.
Who makes Big Bear? Big Bear, or is it made by somebody else?
It was originally made by, I forget who the original owner was, but I think the final owner might have been Miller Coors. I'm not sure, or Pabst, but they phased it out with a bunch. There was like a big malt liquor purge in 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, he took one for the team here, enjoying a 40-ounce and microwaved French fries.
Oh, yeah. Click on that one before you get to anything else. Click on that one, Joe. We have a classic moment here.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nathan's makes French fries?
Yeah.
We had a near catastrophic moment in a Steel Worldwide video on this particular clip here. And let me know when you're ready, and I will tell you where to go to.
Yeah, I'm playing the video.
Okay. See, he's got a stack of cash disguising the license plate.
And the
So that's
Christmas
his
tree.
Christmas tree.
Okay.
He's drinking a Hurricane.
Oh.
And for most of the video, yeah, there he is eating his French fries.
Uh-oh. Something happened. Huh?
Any ketchup?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Man, he's wolfing them things down.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But if you want to get to a classic moment, just go to around 11:55 or a few seconds before that, because we had a near major catastrophe.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got to get right to the point here. Yeah, we got to see this. Uh-oh. Oh, man, here it goes. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Flat Earth. NASA is the biggest fraud in human history. Video
ain't going good. Oh, man, look at that.
About ready to hurl, I think.
Yeah.
Have to stand corrected. Shout out to full staff, fellow gatekeeper of the blueprint. Fuck you, Fat Reggie. You're on the same fucking level as NASA with the biggest fraud in human history. Label fucking fraud. Fat Reggie, we'll never fucking forget. Fuck you, Fat Reggie.
Hey, man, I got one of those before.
Hey, Ruben, it's like a soap opera. It's been a year and you haven't missed a thing.
I'm telling you.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Import fucking Reggie back to that shithole country of Canada. Fuck Canada.
If you go back to 11:55, listen to the foam in that burp.
That Reggie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a little grimace in there and everything. Look at that.
Yeah. He was fighting there. That was almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if they taste better the second time.
He even said it. Oof.
Yeah. That was a really Or
He even said it. He was like, "Ooh." That was good.
uh,
Everyone's my.
Ooh. That was good. Yeah. He almost gave it up that time, man. Yeah, that was that was a great one. Oh,
well, kids, don't try this at home. He is a professional malt liquor drinker.
yeah, he is, and he has the blueprint. So I mean, you can't do it anyway. Even if you wanted to, not
That's
many
right.
that do. But even if you did want to, you got to have the blueprint, and we don't have the blueprint.
Now, Ruben, since you've been gone, you missed him, the chairman, cuss out Joe D and the sheriff.
Oh, yeah.
No, I watched that. No, I
you
watched
saw
it.
Okay.
I was watching that in bed one night, and I started shaking from laughing so hard.
Whoa! Oh, okay.
I was laughing so freaking hard I couldn't even stand it. I've been working like shift work and stuff, so it was a weird time, and I'm watching that shit, and he's called out Joe D, and I lost control.
Yeah, you had the same reaction as me. I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was too funny, man. I loved when Bum shared that with us, because that was great.
Yeah.
I actually was debating whether or not to share that with you, Joe, because I was like, "Oh my god, Joe might get mad at that or that." And then it hit me. I was like, "Oh no, that's not only will Joe love that, that will be like a great part of the show."
Piece of shit.
You'll have to get that link to me somehow again. I'd like to watch that again.
Oh, okay. After the show, I'll send it to you. I have it bookmarked and everything.
No, I'm sure you
do. Yeah. That was the we had the CBCs, right? Everybody else is a CBC.
The craft beer drinking. Yeah, the CBDC.
Yeah.
Versus the MLDC. Sure.
Yeah.
Which is all part of the YTDC.
No, they're all craft beer.
Oh yeah, craft beer. Yes.
Right. So the CBCs.
Clint.
Yeah.
Craft beer Clints.
Yeah. What else did you have first, Bub?
Well, speaking of which, as far as you getting a cuss out, Joe, our friend, our audio visual post-production friend, Lootbag Larry, is back. He never disappeared, but as far as Lootbag Larry and his great visual effects, Lootbag Larry has returned, and the malt liquor UFO has returned.
Oh.
And in his most recent video, it's called Interdimensional Wet Brain Seizure. And I can give you a specific point to go to where Joe D is getting cussed out by the chairman. And if you go to Interdimensional Wet Brain Seizure, just go to about 37 seconds. And Lootbag Larry has something to say to our friend Malt Mustang.
About 30 seconds in?
Yeah, about 35. Go to about 35.
Shout out to the Malt Mustang.
Our malt liquor correspondent, Malt Mustang, got shouted out by Lootbag Larry. The Malt Mustang gets the love. Joe D gets the hate from the chairman.
Look at that.
Like is he in the UK? Is that where he's at?
Oh no, he's out in California.
California, okay.
Yeah, but any moment now, the malt liquor UFO will be coming along and abducting him.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Wheat Gabe, James Montana, and Fear for having the balls to participate in the 209 J. Jones shitter.
There it is. There's the UFO.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think Lootbag Larry overdubbed a lot of the audio because of the wind from his original recording.
Yeah. We're gonna beam him up.
Eventually, yeah.
It just hangs there.
Mickey's fine malt liquor, served in a 12-ounce glass.
Reminds me of an old Japanese movie.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Shout out.
Wait for Mega Man to come out. Remember Mega Man?
We'll never forget the way your paws. Grace.
And he's giving out a shout out to the late keyboard cat. Told you he was going to, him and Steel Worldwide were going to mention the keyboard cat from now on every video. So the Malt UFO has actually overtaken the entire width of his camera angle. And here we go.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
A little St. Ides eye, and he sucks him up.
That's
Malt
creative
liquor
though, man.
entertainment at its best.
That's
At its best.
Lootbag Larry is the king of malt liquor video as far as audio and visual effects.
yeah.
Nobody can beat Lootbag Larry.
No, nobody can beat him. No,
He's the
nobody
George
can
Lucas
beat
of
him.
malt liquor videos.
Yeah, he's the Wiz, if to use a Seinfeld reference.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in the fridge.
You got to be a Seinfeld geek to know that one. The Wiz, nobody beats him.
Oh, nobody beats the Wiz. Yeah.
Oh, that was an old electronics store, right? That they used to advertise on. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a you gotta. Yeah, that's a serious Seinfeld reference right there, man. Boy.
Yeah.
So that's it as far as the malt liquor report. Other than speaking of Big Bear, Farkles, the king of burps, did find a treasure trove of 7 years expired malt liquors, 40 ounces, in his local liquor store, and he bought about 3 or 4 of them.
Ooh.
Oh.
7
So
years.
he'll be doing some Big Bear 7 years expired malt liquor videos coming up. So that is it for the malt liquor report this week.
Oh, Andrew says he won't be in the video tonight. So I'll be back in the chat room with everyone else. He's at work. So
You know what I say to the malt liquor report and everything else. BFD.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
This is a beer Bum graciously gave to me while I was up in Pittsburgh, and beer for drinking, Sierra Nevada. I'm expecting great things from this.
Have any of you guys seen that or tried it? I bought 3, gave 1 to Mark, and I have 1 left.
No.
16.
I have to
is this
admit, I
it?
haven't.
No, this is like
It is
basically a 20-ounce can. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the most basic.
Yeah.
Well, it's like some of these other guys that are just dumbing things down to appeal to beer drinkers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've actually never even heard of that one.
I honestly have. I'm a little blown away that it's from Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's actually. It's got some. I mean, it's got a decent aroma. I mean, there's some nice, kind of floral, grassy notes in the aroma, but yeah, there's not a lot to it. I mean, it's just real relatively. I mean, there's some flavor, but it's really light bodied.
Well,
carbonation coming up.
It's definitely got a decent rating. You got 5,400 totals on here. We've got 1,600 in the last 30 days. 4.9% ABV, 33 IBUs, and a 3.57 rating.
I'm just gonna give it like a 3.5. I mean, it's drinkable. It's tasty. It's better than the generic macro beer. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's really no BFD.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, their description says it all. There are days when you just want a beer, just a beer that hits all the right spots, and that's it. You know, like that's.
This pretty much meets that. I mean, this is an everyday craft beer. I mean, that's basically what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And it looks like that. It looks like here someone has a really great shot here of it. I mean, that's
nice, really bright white head, and super clear. I mean, that's obviously, but there's some good carbonation coming up.
Ooh, 10%.
Well made.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, well, good for them, man. I mean, because that we talk about it here often. That a lot of times that's all you want is just give me a beer. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to have a good beer.
Yeah.
Just a good sessionable brew, and that's it. Yeah. What do you have now, Ruben?
Well, I'll give the local shout out here. So since I live in Alabama now, I just had Trim Tab Brewing. Their Paradise Now Raspberry Blender Weiss.
Ooh, okay.
Very refreshing. It's not the best of the style I've ever had, but it kind of tasted like Raspberry Crystal Light, if you remember what that tasted like back in the day.
They called a double raspberry.
It doesn't say double on here on the can. It says authentic raspberry.
It's Paradise Now double raspberry now?
It could be. It could be. The can doesn't say it, but it might say that on Untappd.
Yeah, on Untappd is.
They're out of Birmingham, Alabama, which is like, an hour and 45 minutes south of me.
Okay.
No, I think this is a special version of that because they're saying Paradise Now with 2 times as much raspberries.
Okay. But I finished that up, so now I opened up Peak Oil from Magnify Brewing in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Which is I didn't realize it was this big, but it's a 9% New England style Imperial IPA.
Those beers like that are sneaky, aren't they? When they hide that alcohol so well.
And it's super juicy. It's really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll get that. Super hazy. Yeah, let's get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this up in Pittsburgh. I came up for a bachelor party, actually for Drew, that you just met, Mark, at Juicy Brews in Pittsburgh. It's like the best beer festival in the country, basically. They do a couple throughout basically the eastern side of the U.S., but they get the best breweries in the country that make their juicy beers, and it's like $200 a ticket, very expensive, very exclusive festival, and you get to try like beers like this, and they give you handouts to take home. And moral of the story is I got this beer to take home with me, so I packed it in my suitcase and brought it to Alabama.
Alabama.
What is the craft beer scene like in Alabama? I mean, I know they a few years ago just changed the law to allow higher ABV stuff, but I mean, what kind of selection do you get down there?
So I live in Huntsville.
Okay.
And Huntsville is a wealthy area in Alabama with a lot of engineers and PhDs.
Yep.
So there is a high concentration of craft beer in the area.
Okay. That makes sense.
Within a 10-mile radius, I'd say there's 8 or 9 breweries.
Okay.
Wow, nice. Okay.
And they're good. I mean, not all of them are great, but they're all good breweries, so they're solid. But if you drive out of this 10-mile radius of Huntsville, Madison area, there's no craft beer until Birmingham, which is 2 hours south, and Atlanta, which is like 3.5 hours east.
Yeah.
And then Nashville's 2 hours north. But
it's like the own little oasis of craft beer.
Yeah, just because there's a little bit of wealth in the area, and people that can afford it have been accustomed to it. Not many people in this area are from Alabama, so they've experienced other parts of the country, but this area is pretty good for it.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
it's almost like it's like a college town type. You get people from all over the place.
Right,
They're
right.
younger and a little bit more disposable income.
Mhm.
Well, let me cover this beer real quick on Untappd because it's got a fantastic rating. You got 5,300 totals. You got 356 in the last 30 days. And 9% ABV, no IBUs at this time, and a 4.24 rating.
That's
Tom beer. That's a Tom beer.
That's a Tom beer.
That's a Tom. I broke it out for you guys. I wasn't going to drink it today, but I figured might as well.
Yeah.
Good beer. Peak oil. That's a great beer. That's a great name too.
Yeah. Peak oil. Yeah, absolutely.
And it has no alcohol burn at all for 9%. My goodness.
Yeah, 9%.
Super juicy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the beer that I had not too long ago, and it's a big ABV beer, and man, you couldn't taste the alcohol in it either.
That's scary.
Sneaky, because I mean, you could just crush them. I mean, you know, just bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, whoa, yeah, you know.
While I have the camera for a second, I was tired of eating the same thing over and over again. So I decided today to go to an Asian market and make homemade hot chili oil.
Ooh.
So I put some Szechuan. It's not showing up very good. But I put some Szechuan peppercorns and hot oil and had that saute for a while. Put lime juice and Asian chilies and garlic. What else did I put? Peanuts. Sesame oil, sesame seeds, and I made a hot chili oil out of scratch today, which was pretty cool. First time I've ever done it.
Did you do that at the market, or you just bought the stuff at the market?
Bought the stuff at the market and came home and made it.
Cool.
Which was pretty cool.
So, is there ginger in there?
There's ginger. Yep, I bought.
I like ginger.
I bought dried ginger.
Oh, okay,
not fresh. And I like emulsified it and put that in. But,
you know what I found recently at the supermarket? Actually, at Walmart. I found it at Walmart by accident. But I found like they look like you know those ice cube trays, and you got the ice cube trays that have the little mini ice cubes. Mm-hmm. You know, so you have like a million of them on one tray. Mm-hmm. Well, picture something like that, except small sized trays. And it was things that you like to eat. Well, you know, herbs and stuff like that. So it was one had frozen cilantro. And then what you do is you just take that little cube out, and put it in your food to cook. So you know, my problem with cilantro is, you know, during the week I'm busier than hell. So cilantro just goes bad on me like bananas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you kidding me? And then things like ginger, I absolutely love, you know, fresh ginger, but stuff can go bad on me quick. So to find a product like that where I could just take a cube of garlic out and put that in and use that, or a little cube of cilantro or a little cube of ginger is fantastic, and still have more of a fresh taste, you know. Or like in the case of cilantro, like you could, since it's frozen, I mean, you could add it to like some salsa or something like that as well, you know. But I just thought that was the best idea ever. I want to say it was like $2 for a pretty small little tray, but to have it frozen and convenient whenever you want to use it is.
That's cool.
Yeah. You just pop out like like 1 cube equals like a teaspoon or tablespoon or something.
I would say it's just a little bit bigger than a bouillon. How do you say that? Bouillon cube, yeah. So a little bit bigger than that. You know, those little ice cube trays. You know, they're
you could do lime juice or lemon juice or anything in that.
Yeah, I mean, just a fantastic idea. I was like, boy, whoever came up with that is a genius, because I bought them. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I bought all they had.
If they've got them in Walmart, then they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because to get it in Walmart,
so unless it's got a good idea behind it. So whoever came up with that is, you know, probably doing okay now.
Yep, you bet. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, because it's a big deal to get into Walmart or Costco. Like either, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So yeah, I that reminded me of that sort of idea. That, you know, but yeah, no, that's good, man. That is real good. Yeah, we're gonna end the recorded portion of the show now, and we'll anybody that wants to jump in on the video portion to continue the discussion, or if you have a link to the video portion, you can jump in and we'll have a nice beer and discussion and be able to freely talk. So
hey Joe, before okay, never mind. I lost you guys for a second, but I'm back.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we've got some great topics. I'll broach some subjects, stuff like teacher striking. What do you think about teacher striking? You know, when was the last time you've seen someone riding in the back of a pickup? You know what I'm saying? I've got a
in Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama, yeah, for sure. And let me tell you, another place is Arizona.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So,
And
you know, go ahead.
before you wrap it up, Joe, I just want to say it was so great to jump on here and see you and Mark and Ruben. This was like old school share a beer to me. This was great.
You know what? If you think about it, the whole month of April has been old school. We've had a lot of guys from the past come back this month. So you know what? A nice little cheers is April. This is the last show of April. So last little cheers to everybody that joined in, man, and some of our old friends joined in and rediscovering us, and that's great, man. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're still here. Earth, good to see Earth. So we'll close this one out, man. We'll be here next week. We're here most every Saturday, with the exception of last Saturday was the first Saturday I've had to not have a show. So yeah, we're here every Saturday. What is it, Mark? 7 p.m. Eastern?
7 Eastern. Yeah.
Yep. 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. So join us. Make sure to, I put a bunch of shows in there so you can go to the channel and hit alerts for the show you might be able to jump in on, or get alerts for whenever we go live. But we'll see you here next week, man. Peace out.